When I looked at him, all I saw was a youngster drowning in a pool he had never been trained to swim in. It had been 8 months since I walked out of that office with nothing but pride and a resounding quiet in my chest. 8 months of starting from zero, watching Brandon bumble his way through my former role, burning bridges quicker than he could build them. Dad stood behind him, arms folded like everything was okay. But suddenly something was extremely wrong. Forge Logistics had burst. We were no longer the scrappy underdogs, we were the genuine deal. 20 clients, a warehouse lease in the works, 2 modest delivery fleets under contract, a devoted team of dispatchers and planners, and a reputation we did not promote. Brandon's firm, which was owned by his father, was bleeding. They had lost about half of their long-term contracts. 2 important investors had backed out. Their driver retention was the lowest it had ever been, and their books were disorganized. "Your mess," I replied bluntly. "You lost more than $1.5 million in contracts this quarter. Your investors are nervous. Your employee churn is hurting you. Operational consistency. And Brandon is not a leader. He is a liability." His jaw tensed, but he did not interrupt. "I'm giving you a chance to save anything because if I wanted to gut you, I'd simply let Brandon continue." My father looked at me, actually looked at me, and for the first time, I noticed something in his expression that was not arrogance or contempt. I saw dread. But he was not prepared to accept defeat. I forwarded the materials Marco had provided me, including the damning email chains, transaction logs, and audio recordings, to one of the remaining investors, but not anonymously. I signed my name and added a cover letter in which I gently expressed my worries about mismanagement, incompetence, and ethical red flags that jeopardized not just operational success, but also legal stability. The investor replied within hours. The following morning, 3 top staff members quit. Brandon shared a vague, optimistic LinkedIn status about reorganizing with purpose. The next week, 2 additional clients jumped ship and joined Forge. He's gone. They are eliminating Brandon from operations. The board voted 4-1. When I looked at him, all I saw was a youngster drowning in a pool he had never been trained to swim in. "I don't have to think it," I said. "I constructed it. You attempted to play founder and were buried inside the first 8 months. That's not winning or losing, it's just reality. You sabotaged me." "No," I said quietly. "You sabotaged yourself. I just stopped saving you." He opened his mouth to respond, but I turned and walked away, leaving him standing there in a stillness thick with defeat.